Next is a full-cast adaptation of Billy Budd, Sailor, Melville's final prose work. The novella was left unfinished on Melville's death in 1891, published posthumously in 1924, and later adapted into an opera by Benjamin Britten. Set aboard a British Navy ship at the end of the 18th century, the story follows handsome young Billy Budd, who is falsely accused of mutiny by the cruel master-at-arms John Claggart.
Billy Budd, Sailor, by Herman Melville. Dramatised by John Harrison. With Paul Schofield as Captain Vere, Charles Simpson as Billy, and Matthew Morgan as Claggart. Billy Budd, Sailor. London, 1797.
The Indomitable. That was your ship, wasn't it, Ratcliffe?
Aye. 74 guns.
Listen to this, then. On the 10th of last month, a deplorable occurrence took place on board HMS Indomitable. John Claggart, the ship's master-at-arms, discovering that some sort of plot was brewing among an inferior section of the ship's company, and that the ringleader was one Billy Budd, he, Claggart, in the act of accusing the man before the captain, was vindictively stabbed to the heart by the suddenly drawn sheath knife of Budd.
No. It wasn't thus at all. Not at all.
The deed and the implement employed sufficiently suggest that though mustered into the service under an English name, the assassin was no Englishman, but one of those aliens adopting an English name, whom the present extraordinary necessities of the service, since the recent dreadful mutinies at Spithead and the Nore, have caused to be admitted in considerable numbers. A mere mercenary.
Rubbish, man. He was as English as you or I. True Saxon. A blonde beauty.
The handsome sailor.
Aye, the handsome sailor. The personification of strength and beauty.
The enormity of the crime and the extreme depravity of the criminal appear the greater in contrast to the excellent character of the victim. A middle-aged man, respectable and discreet, belonging to that minor official grade, the petty officers, upon whom the efficiency of His Majesty's Navy so largely depends.
What nonsense is this you read, Woodford?
Well, the news from the Mediterranean. The Monthly Naval Chronicle.
Writ by landlubbers, then. 'Tis gossip from hell. Did I tell you I was there? I impressed this very man, forced on him the king's shilling. I was the boarding officer.
Ah.
We came on this old merchantman beating home in the narrow seas, called, if you can believe it, the Rights of Man.
Ah, a Frenchie then?
No. A merchant ship as English as William Budd himself. English as its salty old sea captain.
Right, men! Line yourselves up for His Majesty's boarding party. I come aboard in the King's name, God bless him. So we must bear up and make the best of it. Look lively now! Even you, Red Whiskers. No sliding off to the galley. Aye, so, my crew, Lieutenant, such as they be.
You can't take me off a wife and bears.
I'm too old to fight.
It's unfair. I'm a seaman, not a soldier.
Aye, that's right.
You can stop your mumbling. The king has need of men to fight his wars.
His wars may not be our wars.
Insolence, Captain. I'd clap a man in irons for that.
We are a merchantman, Lieutenant. We sail under different laws.
I'll take that one.
That one?
The big, blonde, handsome fellow. Go below and get your kit together, lad.
What you are, sir? What with 2 shakes of a lamb's tail?
Well, he don't seem to mind.
Just that one.
You seem short-handed, Captain. I would not deprive you unduly. And I just plumb like the look of him. One good recruit is worth a whole platoon of dross. Now, instead of standing there looking pained, perhaps you will offer me the customary hospitalities while we wait for him to get his duds.
This way, Lieutenant. You're going to take my best man from me, Lieutenant.
Yes, I know.
The jewel of him.
Yes. I know, I'm sorry.
Beg pardon, Lieutenant, but you don't know. Before I shipped that young fellow, my forecastle was a rat's pit of quarrels. I'd heard of your mutinies, perhaps, and wanted a piece of them. Well, Billy came, and it was like a Catholic priest striking peace in an Irish shindy.
A preacher, is he? That's not so good.
No preacher. I doubt a man has any form of religion in him, but a virtue goes out of him, sugaring the sour ones. They took to him like hornets to treacle.
A sticky conversion, eh?
All but one. Did you see that big, shaggy chap with fire-red whiskers?
He has the look of a troublemaker.
Aye. Well, he little thought such a sweet fellow, as he mockingly called him, could have the spirit of a game cock. Billy is something like myself, Lieutenant, to whom aught like a quarrel is hateful. Anyways, he soon found his mistake.
Good progress, Captain. You do yourself proud aboard the Rights of Man. How'd you come by such an inflammatory christening? Many might think it's seditious.
Our Dundee owner is an independent-minded Scot and a staunch admirer of Thomas Paine. It's his name for his book.
Ah, well, the Scots. So, how was the whiskered one mistaken?
One day, when the second dog watcher was, in presence of the others, he insultingly gives the youngster a dig under the ribs. Yeah, quick as lightning, Billy lets fly his arm. I dare say he never meant to do quite as much as he did, but anyhow, he gave the burly fool a terrible drubbing. Took about half a minute, I should think. Yeah, Lord bless you, Lieutenant, the Red Whiskers now really loves Billy.
Oh?
But they're all of it. Why, some of them even do his washing down old trousers for him. A carpenter in his spare time is making a pretty chest of drawers for him. Anybody will do anything for Billy Budd. Oh, it's a happy family here. Lieutenant, you are going to take away the jewel of them. You're going to take away my peacemaker.
Well, blessed are the peacemakers, especially the fighting peacemakers. You want protection from the French, don't you? I can promise you, man. His Majesty will be delighted to learn that at least one shipmaster cheerfully surrenders the flower of his flock.
I could cheerfully surrender you half a dozen of the others.
Too generous, Captain. I'm contented with just this one.
And he, damn his eye, seems content enough to go.
So it seems. 'Tis the better part. Any demur would be as idle as the protest of a goldfinch popped into a cage. And now, with His Majesty's thanks for your gracious hospitality, I'll be going aloft to collect my pressed man in His Majesty's name.
Oh, where's my charm at? Ah, here he comes. And by Jove, lugging along his new chest. A pullo with his portmanteau. My man, I fear you cannot take that big box aboard a warship. Put your duds in a bag, lad.
But it'd be a gift, sir, from a shipmate who made it with his own bare hands. I'd as lief not part with it.
I don't care if the Admiral of the Fleet made it for the Queen of the May. Boot and saddle for the cavalryman, bag and hammock for the man-of-war's man. Help him, some of you.
Sorry, Jenkins, old fellow. Oh, Billy. Nay, keep the salt from your eyes. You might make a present of my box to the captain. I warrant he'd be mighty pleased.
Oh, we shall miss you something so, Billy. It's going to be dog days now again aboard the right.
Aye, Billy.
We'll miss you.
Stop chattering like a coop of hens! And over the side with you and into the cutter!
Come on, Billy. See you later.
Sit in the bow, man. Mind where you put your duds. Goodbye, shipmates. Don't look so grieving. I'm quite content to go.
We'll see you then.
And goodbye to you too, old racer man.
Down, sir!
Bye.
Now, my young fellow, you are enlisted aboard His Majesty's man of war, the Indomitable, and we're headed to join the Mediterranean fleet, where we may meet some of Boney's sharks. Are you afraid?
No, sir. We was in just such danger aboard the Rights, but then we had no guns to meet him.
A good answer. What is your full name? I'm to enter it here in the muster.
William Budd, sir.
William Budd. Your age?
I don't know, sir.
Don't know. Where were you born? Who was your father?
God knows, sir.
Don't you know anything about your beginning?
I have heard that I was found.
Found?
Aye, sir. In a pretty silk-lined basket. Hanging one morning from the knocker of a good man's door in Bristol.
A foundling?
Aye, sir. A foundling.
Well, it turns out to have been a pretty good find. I hope we'll find some more like you. The fleet sadly needs them. Can you read?
No, sir. But I can sing. I make up songs in my head. They help me when the stammer comes.
A song is always welcome below decks. What makes the stammer come?
Don't really know, sir. 'Tis at times of strong feeling. 'Tis like a gag.
Uh-huh. And if we meet the Frenchies, will you stammer then?
No, sir. I shall spit it in their faces. My life is the king's now, sir.
William Budd, you're rated able seaman and assigned to the starboard watch of the foretop.
Thank you kindly, sir.
All hands on deck to witness punishment! All hands on deck to witness punishment! Tread lightly! Tread lightly!
Sailor, do you deny that you were absent from your post assigned when the ship was being put about?
No, sir.
Stand up straight, man. You may only be a novice, but you were given a place of responsibility. Do you deny this dereliction resulted in a serious hitch to that manoeuvre? Do you?
No, sir. No, sir.
A manoeuvre that demands instantaneous promptitude in letting go and making fast. Isn't that so?
Aye, sir.
Strip his back.
Forgive me, sailor.
Commence punishment.
Dansker, old fellow, who was that dark devil in charge of the flogging?
John Claggett, Master-at-Arms. Jemmy Legs, we call him.
Jemmy Legs? What, like we call you Dansker?
You call me Dansker to my face, 'cause long way back I'm Danish. We call the Master-at-Arms Jemmy Legs behind his back to show our disrespect. We're great on pet names in the Navy, you'll find. When I was younger, mine was Board Her in the Smoke.
Border in the Smoke? What sort of name's that?
Why, for in my days under Nelson, I was always first among the boarding parties. That's how I got this great cut from the temple to the cheek. Spoils my booty, don't it?
Well, I think it suits you well. Tells a story. But that Jemmy Legs hasn't the look of a seaman. He's too pale.
Well, many tales of how that devil came to His Majesty's Navy. Some say he volunteered to escape justice. The Navy is a convenient and secure refuge.
How's that?
Why, baby bud? Because once enlisted aboard a king's ship, they are as much in sanctuary as the transgressor of the Middle Ages, harbouring himself under the shadow of the altar.
I'm surprised Captain Veer should allow that.
Well, Starry Veer, we call him. On account he's above such things. Some as knows him says he's too bookish for the sea, but I'll hear no word against him. He's a fine commander. Never served a better. And when it comes to a scrap, he's as brave as Horatio Nelson himself.
You sent for me, sir?
Merely to ask if you will take a glass with me,
Ah,
Lieutenant.
with pleasure, sir.
Albert, set out extra glasses for Lieutenant Radcliffe and the surgeon. Then you may go to your hammock.
Thank you, sir.
I see you have replenished your library between voyages.
There is luxury of time in the quiet watches. I find it stills my mind to read. Good evening, surgeon. You'll take a glass?
Oh, thank you, Captain Veer. Oh, it's war on deck.
I must congratulate you, Radcliffe, upon your new recruit. The handsome sailor, is it not?
Aye, sir, I thought that old myth had been long dead.
Apparently not. Such a specimen as might have posed naked for a statue of young Adam before the fall. I've seen them in days past, often mighty boxers or wrestlers, ashore the champion, afloat the spokesman, on every occasion foremost, close reefing topsails in a gale like the young Alexander curbing the fiery Bucephalus. Oh, I've seen them, but not of late, not since the occurrences. Is it true he's a foundling?
Aye, a byblow.
Evidently no ignoble one.
Noble descent is as evident in him as in a blood horse. There is but one thing amiss with him.
And what is that?
He He stutters.
No great matter.
No. His voice is otherwise singularly musical. But under any sudden provocation, he develops a sort of organic hesitancy.
I suppose that'll be the work of the old one, the envious marplot of Eden. He's sure to slip in his little card. Just to remind us he still has a hand here.
He already numbers the godless French among his legions.
Oh, as you say, surgeon.
Bud is already popular with the men.
I thought so.
They've nicknamed him Beauty.
They're like an aerial club, aren't they? Up there in the foretop, lounging against the stunsails rolled up into cushions, spinning yarns like the lazy gods.
His last captain called him his peacemaker.
I'd put more faith in the master-at-arms to keep peace below decks.
John Claggett, our chief of police, is a sombre fellow. I've not sailed with him before. There's something of mystery about him.
And something of a sadist, too. I saw his face during the flogging.
He's good at his job. He has his informers. Cunning corporals, they say all about the ship. He'll save us from another spithead.
Aye, the mutinies may be over for the present, but the discontent survives.
Naturally, while men are still pressed into service against their will. I sometimes think it would be well if we could organize our floating dominions like the ancient Greek city-states. But that'll hardly come with unwilling subjects.
There are too many notions of freedom abroad, I'm thinking. The American colonies and that devil France. You cannot condone them, Captain.
Oh, by no means. I oppose Tom Paine and all the other incendiary thinkers, but not out of fear for my own property. Not because their theories are inimical to the privileged classes.
Why, then?
Because the principles seem to me incapable of embodiment in lasting institutions. At war with the world and the peace of mankind.
That is certainly true.
With mankind, forms, measured forms, are everything. That, for instance, is the import couched in the story of Orpheus with his lyre, spellbinding the wild denizens of the woods. We see what happens with the disruption of forms across the channel.
Aye.
The king, gentlemen, and perdition take the French and all their ungodly works.
The king, God bless him, and perdition to the French.
Perdition to the French.
Come here, Squeak.
Mr. Claggett, sir.
Have you anything to tell me? It's all right, man, there's no one about.
The novice has been complaining much about his beating, and the men are angry. They say he's so young and it was his first mistake.
And what do you say?
I pretend to agree with them.
Good. Who complains the most?
It is pretty general. But when they see you coming, they go silent.
What about Bud?
Baby Bud.
His name is William Budd in the muster.
Sir. Well, he don't say much. He's a quiet one.
You provoked him, as I asked, to try his temper?
Aye. I've meddled with the stowage of his bag and untied his hammock when he was aloft. Then I got the corporals to charge him with slovenliness below decks.
How did he behave?
More puzzled-like than anything. He prides himself on doing everything ship-shape.
Does he so? The sweet and pleasant young fellow.
I can't make it out, Dasker, old fellow. I'm so particular with my duds.
Is it your bag you're troubled about? Well, sew yourself up in it, Billy boy, and then you'll be sure to know if anybody meddles with it.
'Tis no smiling matter. I don't do nothing to get myself in petty trouble, I don't. The sight of that poor fellow's back was enough for me. I'm to tread the straight and narrow, I am. But the corporals are always finding some pettifogging fault with me.
Baby bud. Jemmy Legs is down on you.
Jemmy Legs? Why, he calls me the pleasant young fellow. I seldom pass him, but there comes a friendly word.
And that's because he's down on your baby bud.
I won't believe it. You're getting old in the head, Dansker.
Oh, that's true too. And old eyes see what they see. Jemmy Legs is down on you.
Aye. I see you there in the shaving glass. John Claggett, my twin. Spare and tall like me. of no ill figure upon the whole. This hand, your hand that holds the cutthroat, isn't it too small and shapely to have been accustomed to hard toil? Those features, cleanly cut as on a Greek medallion. The beardless chin. We cannot approve the chin entirely. It has a protuberance, a heaviness, wouldn't you say? As you see in prints of Dr. Titus Oates, he of the Popish plot. But that eye, your eyes, my eyes, they can cast a tutoring glance. They can cut a man cold. And that brow, phrenologists would say associated with more than average intellect, eh? And those silken jet curls of yours, clustering over it there. Not unhandsome.
Handsome? John Claggart, you talk of handsome. To me, your twin reflected in the glass. You talk of Billy Budd, the handsome sailor, the sweet and pleasant young fellow.
Billy Budd.
There every day before your eyes, strutting the deck, proud, free to torment you.
How can I avoid him? How?
Give him Jonah's toss. Jump overboard.
A jest in poor taste, from one man to himself. One who knows how I suffer.
Then share the suffering. Teach him to suffer. What does he yet know of pain that has never felt the bite of the serpent?
Aye. That spirit looking out from those welkin eyes of his as if from windows. That ineffability which makes the dimple in his cheek and dances in his yellow curls.
'Tis goodness. Aye. Goodness. Uncomprehending innocence. Does that not make for envy, brother mine?
To be nothing more than innocent. I disdain it.
You see the charm of it, though. The courageous, free and easy temper of it. But you despair. Oh, what despair. Apprehending the good, but powerless to be it.
No!
What recourse is left to a nature like yours, eh? It must recoil upon itself, and like the scorpion, act out its creator's will.
But Bud, what can he know of Eden? He has never willed malice, never experienced the reactionary bite of the serpent.
And so must be destroyed. Innocence must be destroyed, as in the garden.
Oh!
Oh. You've cut yourself, John Claggart. Your blood. My blood.
A great man with the ladies, are you, Billy? Pining lasses are there in every port from Pompey to Santiago.
No, I'm faithful, me. I gave my heart in an eardrop to Bristol Molly.
I'll wager she kept the eardrop but gave you back your heart.
Well, I still haven't beaten, 'tis true. Hey, what do you think they put in this soup there?
Oh, it's all over the side for octopuses and the lying, and then of course there's water from the pickle. Steady she goes, Billy. Oh, no need to wash the deck with it.
Relax there!
Jemmy Legs, watch out. It's Jemmy Legs. Shh.
Foretopman Bud, is it? Handsomely done, my lad. And handsome is as handsome did it, too. Look where you go, drummer boy, or you'll feel the edge of my cane.
Sorry, sir.
There now. Who says Jemmy Legs is down on me?
What do you think, Squeak? Spilling the soup just when he did. An accident, eh?
That greasy mess could have gone all over your boots why I shine so nicely. You could have cut him with your cane for that.
No. We must go more roundabout with him.
Shall I provoke him some more?
Not you. Someone he doesn't suspect. Who do we have in our confederacy that wears an innocent countenance?
There's that young novice we made an after-guardsman. He'll do anything if we threaten him with another flogging.
Excellent. Take him these 2 shining guineas.
Slip into the lee fore chains, Billy. There's something in the wind. Don't speak. Quick, I'll meet you there.
What? Who was there? Whispering a man's here when he's nearly asleep. In the lee fore chains, was it?
Billy!
You, was it, disturbing a man's sleep? 'Tis too hot below and you'll bedevil us above.
I wanted to talk to you.
Well, and why can't you all fair and open? What's the need for this holding cornering like criminals?
You was press gang, weren't you, Billy?
What of it?
Well, so was I.
So? Some volunteer and some are pressed, but once we're here, we all eat the king's bread.
'Tis different if you volunteer. I was taken from a wife and baby at home. No king's bread for them. God knows how they survive without a man to win it for them.
I'm sorry, lad, for them and for you, but what can we do about it? We are the king's men now. 'Tis useless to kick against it.
We are not the only impressed ones, Billy.
To be sure.
There's a whole gang of us. We'd like to do something about it. But we want direction. We need someone strong to look up to. Couldn't you help at a pinch?
What do you mean?
See here. See? They're yours, Billy. If only you'll be our leader.
Damn, I don't know what you're driving at or what you mean, but you better go where you belong.
But, Bill...
If you don't start, I'll toss you back over the rail.
What's the matter?
Tis nothing.
Ah, Beauty, is it you? Well, something must have been the matter, for you stuttered.
Oh, I just found an after guardsman in our part of the ship here, so I bid him be off where he belongs.
Is that all you did about it, Foretopman? Such sneaks I should like to marry to the gunner's daughter. You know what that means, don't you, Beauty? Strap him across a gun and flog him. Who was he?
I wouldn't know him again. It's too dark.
Some coffee, Captain?
Thank you, Albert. Should you not be in your hammock?
'Tis too hot to sleep, Captain, and I knew you'd be awake. Sir, may I ask you a question? How come you by that nickname Starry? Is it because you watch the stars at night?
No, boy. Listen to this. Now, this is a great poet, Andrew Marvell. This 'tis to have been from the first in a domestic heaven nursed, under the discipline severe of Fairfax and the starry Vere.
A poem about you, sir.
Would that it were. But when my cousin, Lord Denton, was welcoming me home from Rodney's victory, he knew this poem and quoted it at me. "Give ye joy, Ed," he said. "Give ye joy, my starry Vere." And the name has stuck with me. How the lower decks come to know of it's beyond me, but I know they use it.
I think it is because you are the star in their firmament. Is firmament the right word, sir?
Aye, it is. My clever young man. What do you see in your future, Albert?
It would be pleasant to be a captain like you, sir. But I know that's not possible to one a low berth.
If native intelligence alone were to be rewarded, Albert, you should go far.
Thank you, sir.
I'm very sensible of the fact that there are inequities. But their redress will not come from igniting the cinders that blow from across the channel. Meanwhile, we are all equal in the sight of God,
Yes, sir.
You see who knocks.
Lieutenant Ratcliffe, sir.
Thank you, Albert. You may go.
Good night, sir.
We're through the straits, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant. The Pillars of Hercules.
Aye.
So, now we're really in the lands of Homer. Is all quiet.
As the grave.
I see the men are mostly sleeping on deck.
Aye, it's like an oven below.
We'll keep the watches sharp. We don't want to be taken in our nightshirts.
Aye, aye, sir.
I've been thinking. Our new recruit, Foretopman Bud. Is he ripe yet for promotion, do you think?
He's a promising lad.
A king's bargain, as we call them.
Aye, we struck lucky there.
The captaincy of the mizzen top is vacant, I believe.
Yes, sir. Old Summers is not as young as he was.
As captain of the mizzen, he would come more frequently under my observation. I should like to keep an eye on His Majesty's bargain.
Sir?
A sail on the port! A sail! Ha ha! Maybe we shall see some action at last.
What could it mean, Dansker? Could they really have been guineas? Why, even spare buttons are not as plentiful at sea.
Didn't I say so, baby bun?
Say what?
Why, Jimmy Legs is down on you.
But what has Jemmy Legs to do with that cracked after-guardsman?
A cat's paw! A cat's paw!
All hands on deck!
A French shall be bound.
'Tis only just dawning.
Good time for a scrap, come on. Maybe we'll border in the smoke, and I'll win my old name back again.
Sorry to disturb your slumbers, Surgeon. I've come for my cutlass.
I was not asleep. What's the palaver above?
We sighted an enemy frigate, and we're giving chase.
Oh, you'll not need your cutlass. We'll never catch a frigate, not with all our weight.
I'll best be ready. Starry Veer will have his reasons.
Starry Veer.
Aye, spite the gazettes, Horatio Nelson is at bottom scarce a better seaman or fighter.
Aye, Veer is a noble fellow, but between you and me now, Ratcliffe, don't you think there is a queer streak of the pedantic running through him? Yes, like the king's yarn in a coil of navy rope.
What can you see, Mr. Wilkes?
An enemy frigate, sir.
Give me the glass. Aye, so it is. Let's have full sail and man the guns. The order is full sail and prepare to man the guns.
Fire, sir!
She's crowding sail. To be off.
She has light heels. Our weight of man and metal is heavily against us.
Aye, but it'll be good to give the lads a taste of action.
Give chase, is it, sir?
Give chase. Give chase to the Frenchman!
But why, Ratcliffe? Why?
Why what?
Why should Miss Claggett pursue the man Bud? Had they met in some previous encounter? On land or on another ship, perhaps, when Bud had offended him in some way?
No previous encounter. They came face to face for the first time aboard Indomitable.
Then why? What was the matter with the Master-at-Arms?
Ah, this is where we enter the realm of mystery. Claggett is a nut not to be cracked with a lady's fan. You are aware that I'm an adherent of no organised religion. Well, for all that, I think that to try and get into Claggett, enter his labyrinth and get out again without a clue derived from some source other than what is known as knowledge of the world, that were hardly possible. At least for me.
Oh, in that case we'll need another bottle then. Landlord! So what is the nature of this mystery then?
What, Woodford, can be more mysterious than an antipathy spontaneous and profound, such as is evoked in certain exceptional mortals by the mere aspect of another mortal, however harmless he may be, nay, if not called forth, by that very harmlessness itself.
Ratcliffe, my friend, before you sermonise, let us recharge our glasses.
And on a ship at sea where there is no escaping that other mortal.
'Tis hardly enough to explain.
If we had any longer our forefathers' secure sense of omnipresent good and evil, of a dark purpose constantly at work with mankind, as it is, I had a conversation with Captain Veer after some of the more malign events which I am yet to relate. A great scholar, Starry Veer, he said that in Plato there is a list of the human qualities, and among them this: natural depravity. A depravity according to nature.
Oh, that smacks of Calvinism.
No, because Calvin would involve the whole of mankind, whereas Plato applies it but to individuals. These men are true madmen, and of the most dangerous sort, for their lunacy is not continuous, but occasional, evoked by some special object. It is secretive and self-contained. It even boasts certain negative virtues to mask its designs, and has no vices or small sins to draw attention to itself, so that when most active it is, to the average observer, indistinguishable from sanity. Something such was Claggart, in whom was the mania of an evil nature, a depravity according to nature.
Yeah, and Bud himself. Could he have been so innocent as you suppose?
Oh, he was a sort of child man. Of course, a child's utter innocence is but its black ignorance, and we see the innocence wane, alas, as the intelligence waxes. But in Billy Budd, intelligence, such as it was, had advanced, while yet he retained the simplicity of a child.
Oh, but surely his experience in the merchant fleet
No,
was...
Billy's tender years made his experience small. Besides, he had none of that intuition of wickedness which less good natures are born with. What could Billy know of man, except of man as mere sailor?
For how many hours now have we been manning these guns, Billy?
Since first light.
Now the day is almost waned. I don't think there'll be any border in the smoke this time.
She's gone from the horizon. Cut sail and beat to quarters, Mr. Wilkes. It's been a long day.
Sir?
Well, what is it, Master at Arms?
Your Honour, in a ship mustering some who have entered His Majesty's service under another form than enlistment...
Be direct, man. Say impressed men.
As Your Honour says, during this chase, I have seen enough to convince me that at least one sailor aboard is a dangerous character.
What?
Quite lately, I have begun to suspect that some sort of movement, prompted by the sailor in question, was covertly going on. But I had not thought myself warranted in reporting the suspicion, so long as it remained indistinct. God forbid, Your Honour, that the Indomitables should be the experience of the North.
Never mind all that. You say there is at least one dangerous man aboard. Name him.
William Budd, a foretopman, Your Honour.
William Budd? Mean you the man that Lieutenant Ratcliffe took from the merchantman not long ago? The young fellow who seems so popular with the men. Billy, the handsome sailor, as they call him.
The same, Your Honour. But for all his youth and good looks, a deep one. Not for nothing does he insinuate himself into the goodwill of his shipmates. Did Lieutenant Ratcliffe happen to tell, Your Honour, of that adroit fling of Budd's? Jumping up in the cutter's bow under the merchantman's stern when he was being taken off?
Farewell, old rights of man. Of course he did. What of it? I admire the spirit that could take an arbitrary enlistment so merrily and sensibly.
That sort of good-humoured air cleverly masks a heart that resents his impressment. You have but noted his fair cheek. A man-trap may lie under his ruddy-tipped daisies.
Do you come to me, Master-at-Arms, with so foggy a tale? Cite me a single act or spoken word of Bud's to confirm what you charge against him. Now stay. Heed what you speak. Just now, and in a case like this, there is a yardarm in for the false witness.
Oh, Your Honour, I dread to give the words breath.
At once. Master-at-Arms, do not be so mealy-mouthed. It doesn't become you or your office.
I humbly beg Your Honour's pardon. Your Honour, I have with these ears heard him defame the King's Majesty. I have reports he swears to lead a mutiny. I believe there is a gang of them who have elected him their leader.
Verily. Master-at-Arms, is it now Bud's watch aloft?
No, Your Honour.
Albert, come here.
Sir?
You know Bud, the foretopman?
I do, sir.
Go find him. It's his watch off. Manage to tell him out of earshot that he's wanted aft. Contrive it that he speaks to nobody. Keep him in talk yourself, and not till you get well aft here, not till then. Let him know that the place where he's wanted is my cabin. You understand? Go.
Sir.
Master-at-arms, show yourself on the decks below. And when you think it time for Albert to be coming with his man, stand by quietly to follow the sailor in.
Has anyone seen Foretopman Bud?
The handsome sailor? Oi, he'll be somewhere below. Go where the laughter is. He'll be in the centre of it.
So, a great big lubber he was with red whiskers. And he was pretending to show me how to cut a sirloin steak. A fellow who'd been a butcher once, see. And he gives me this dig in the ribs, here.
What did you do, Billy?
Well, I think I dug him back. I don't remember too clearly. But the next thing I knew, he was lying on his back nursing a sore chin. Oh. He bore no malice, and nor did I. He was a good fellow at heart.
Here's a young monkey lad trying to catch your eye.
Perhaps he wants to show Billy how to cut a steak.
Foretopman Bud, a word in private, if you please.
Oh, assignations, is it?
Well, lad?
You're wanted aft. Will you please come with me?
And what if I don't?
Then we'll both be in trouble with him who sent me.
And whose lackey may you be, drummer boy?
No drummer boy and no lackey neither. I have the honour to serve the captain.
Captain's boy, be you? What's your name, lad?
Albert.
What sort of a man is he to work for, Starry?
Oh, the best.
And who wants me back there?
Now we're out of earshot, I can tell you. Captain Veer himself.
The captain? The captain wants to see me?
He told me to fetch you and let nobody know.
Starry Veer. I've often thought he looked kindly upon me. I wonder if he's going to make me his coxswain, do you think? I should like that.
The Master-at-Arms was speaking with him just before, and I heard him say to return after you was in the cabin. So maybe now he's going to ask the Master-at-Arms about you.
Well, that's all right, then. The Master-at-Arms likes me. He calls me the pleasant young fellow.
Oh, here he comes now, following us.
Thank you, Albert. You may go.
Sir.
Come in, both of you. Shut the door there, sentry. Stand without and let nobody come in. Now, Master-at-Arms, tell this man to his face what you told of him to me.
William Budd, I accuse you of deceit, of hiding malice behind your innocent countenance and conspiring against your king. I accuse you of being the ringleader of a gang of impressed men. I further accuse you of accepting money as a bribe. I accuse you of planning mutiny in the manner of Spithead and the Nore.
Speak, man. Defend yourself. Speak. There is no hurry, my boy. Take your time. Take your time. Fated boy, what have you done? Sentry, tell the surgeon I wish to see him urgently. Here, help me raise him. No, the man is pale and still. Fated boy. Retire to that stateroom until I send for you.
I was just passing in the sentry.
Surgeon, tell me how it is with yonder man.
My God. The Master-at-Arms. What has happened to him?
It was Bud.
Bud? The foretopman?
The Master-at-Arms accused him of mutiny. He wouldn't speak, nay, could not. He stammered. And then his right arm flew out and struck his accuser on the brow.
Mr. Claggett is dead, Captain.
Is it so, then? I thought it. It is the divine judgment on Ananias the liar, struck dead by an angel of God. Yet the angel must hang. Come, we must dispatch. Go, tell Lieutenant Ratcliffe what has happened, and tell the Captain of Marines and Mr. Wilkes the sailing master. Bid them come to me at once. They are to make a drumhead court and charge them to keep the matter to themselves.
Sir.
Fated boy. The master-at-arms charged him with mutiny. The foretopman was unable to speak. You know he has an impediment. He was literally bereft of words. He made violent efforts to utterance, bringing to his face an expression which was a crucifixion to behold. Then he struck, suddenly, without warning. His right arm shot out. The master-at-arms fell to the deck. Owing to the young man's superior height, the blow had taken full effect upon the forehead. He lay motionless. I sent Bud to wait in the next compartment. The surgeon examined him and pronounced him dead. The body was removed. There is no more to relate.
Captain Vere has spoken. Is it, or is it not, as Captain Vere says?
Captain Vere tells the truth. It is just as Captain Vere says, but it is not as the Master-Arms said. I have eaten the king's bread, and I am true to the king.
I believe you, my man.
God will bless you for that, Your Honour.
But I am not your judge, merely a witness. I've appointed these three gentlemen to judge you.
Was there malice between you and the Master-at-Arms?
No. No. Malice between us, no. I never bore malice against the Master-at-Arms. I am sorry that he is dead. I did not mean to kill him. Could I have used my tongue, I would not have struck him. But he foully lied to my face, and in the presence of my captain, and I had to say something, and I could only say it with a blow. God help me.
You tell us that what the Master-at-Arms said against you was a lie. Now, why should he have so lied, so maliciously lied, since you declare that there was no malice between you?
The question you put to him comes naturally enough. But how can he rightly answer it, or anybody else, unless, indeed, it be he who lies dead within? But the prone one will not rise to our summons. In effect, though, it seems to me, the point you make is hardly material. Quite apart from any conceivable motive actuating the Master-at-Arms, and irrespective of the provocation of the blow, a martial court must needs in the present case confine itself to the blow's consequence, which consequence is to be deemed not otherwise than as the striker's deed.
Nobody is present, none of the ship's company, I mean, who might shed lateral light, if any is to be had, upon what remains mysterious in this matter.
That is thoughtfully put, Mr. Wilkes. I see your drift. Aye, there is a mystery. But to use a scriptural phrase, it is a mystery of iniquity, a matter for psychological theologians to discuss. What has a military court to do with it? Any possible investigation of it is cut off by the lasting tongue-tied, him in yonder. The prisoner's deed. With that alone we have to do.
Bud, Bud, if you have anything further to say for yourself, say it now.
I have said all, sir.
Then wait within.
Sir.
Hitherto I have been but the witness, and I should hardly think now to take the tone of your fellow judge, did I not perceive in you a troubled hesitancy? Who in the rainbow can draw the line where the violet tint ends and the orange tint begins? Distinctly we see the difference of the colour, but where exactly does the first one visibly enter into the other? You find, I doubt not, a clash of military duty with moral scruple, scruple vitalized by compassion. For your compassion, how can I otherwise but share it? But, mindful of paramount obligation, I strive against scruples that may tend to enervate decision. Not, gentlemen, that I hide from myself that the case is an exceptional one. Speculatively regarded, it might well be referred to a jury of lawyers, but for us here, acting neither as lawyers nor moralists, it is a case practical and practically to be dealt with under martial law. But your scruples, do they move as in a dusk? Challenge them. Make them advance, declare themselves. Come now. Do they impart something like this? If, mindless of palliating circumstances, we are bound to regard the death of the master-at-arms as the prisoner's deed, then does that deed constitute a capital crime, whereof the penalty is a mortal one? But in natural justice is nothing but the prisoner's overt act to be considered. Now, can we judge to summary and shameful death a fellow creature innocent before God, and whom we feel to be so? Does that state it aright?
Aye, sir.
Well, I too feel that, the full force of that. It is nature. But do these buttons that we wear attest that our allegiance is to nature? No, to the king. Though the ocean be the element where we move and have our being as sailors, yet as king's officers lies our duty in a sphere correspondingly natural? You know that is not true. When war is declared, are we, the commissioned fighters, previously consulted? We fight at command. If our judgments approve the war, that is but coincidence. So in other particulars, so now. Would it be we ourselves who condemn? Or would it be martial law operating through us? We are not responsible for the rigour of that law, but we nevertheless adhere to it and administer it. Let not warm hearts betray heads that should be cool. Ashore, in a criminal case, will an upright judge allow himself to be waylaid by some tender kinswoman of the accused, seeking to touch him with her tearful plea? Well, the heart here is as that piteous woman. The heart is the feminine in man, and hard though it be, she must here be ruled out.
Sir, it is not the heart alone. It is a matter of conscience, of private conscience.
I understand. To steady us a bit, let us recur to the facts. In wartime, at sea, a man-at-war's man strikes his superior and the blow kills him. Apart from its effect, even the blow itself is, according to the Articles of War, a capital crime. Furthermore...
Aye, sir, in one sense it was, but surely Bud purposed neither mutiny or homicide.
Surely not, my good man. And before a court less arbitrary and more merciful than a martial one, that plea would largely extenuate. At the last assizes it shall acquit. But how here? We proceed under the law of the Mutiny Act. Bud's intent or non-intent is nothing to the purpose. And while thus strangely we prolong proceedings that should be summary, the enemy may be sighted, and engagement result. We must do. And one of two things we must do: condemn or let go.
Can we not convict and yet mitigate the penalty?
Lieutenant, were that clearly lawful for us under the circumstances, consider the consequences of such clemency. Our people have native sense. Most of them are familiar with our naval usage and tradition. How would they take it? Even could you explain to them, which our official position forbids, they, long moulded by arbitrary discipline, have not the kind of intelligent responsiveness that might qualify them to comprehend and discriminate. No, to the men, the foretopman's deed, however it be worded in the announcement, will be plain homicide committed in a flagrant act of mutiny. What penalty should follow for that, they know. But it does not follow. Why, they will ruminate. Will they not revert to the recent outbreak at the Nore? Aye, they know the well-founded panic it struck throughout England. Your clement sentence they would account pusillanimous. They would think that we French, that we're afraid of them, afraid of practicing a lawful rigour singularly demanded at this juncture, lest it should provoke new troubles. What shame to us such a conjecture on their part, and how deadly to discipline. You see then, whither, prompted by duty and the law, I steadfastly drive. But I beseech you, my friends, do not take me amiss. I feel as you do for this unfortunate boy. But did he know our hearts? I take him to be of that generous nature that he would feel even for us, on whom in this military necessity so heavy a compulsion is laid.
It seems we have no alternative. Of course. Fine. You agree? In that case, with heavy heart, we must convict him.
And the sentence?
There can be no other. Hanging from the yardarm.
To be carried out when?
The soonest. In the early morning watch.
Thank you, gentlemen. I myself will communicate the finding to the prisoner.
Nobody's seen hide nor hair of Billy since he went to the captain's cabin.
Nor the master-at-arms, neither. She said they both went in together.
And neither one has come out.
And 'tis near on 2 hours agone. I don't like the smell of it, shipmates. What's the captain to do for so long with such an ill-matched pair?
Oh, this drumhead court gentleman strikes me as having been most impolitic. The thing to do was surely to place Billy in confinement and postpone further action to such time as we should again join the squadron and then transfer it to the Admiral. Vere seemed excited to me, at variance with his usual manner. Is he unhinged, do you think?
To argue so would be insolence.
And to resist him would be mutiny.
He was very clear and precise in his directions to us. Unearthly calm, almost. And his arguments as to why we should proceed with urgency to summary justice were level-headed and cogently expressed.
Yeah, quite.
But his heart is clearly stirred.
He and Bud were together for an hour and a half. What can have been said?
Who knows? I think Vere would have concealed nothing from the condemned boy. He may even have disclosed the part he bore in leading us to judgment.
It would be consonant with the spirit of the man.
And how do you think Billy would have received such a confession?
Oh, in much the same spirit that prompted it, I suppose. There might even have been a sort of joy.
Joy?
Aye. As he appreciated the brave opinion of him implied by his captain making a confidant of him. But 'tis useless to speculate.
Vere is old enough to be Billy's father. He may even have caught Billy to his heart, as Abraham may have caught the young Isaac on the brink of offering him up. Who knows, indeed?
Only they two. But I was the first to encounter Captain Vere as he left the cabin. The agony on that face I shall not easily forget. It was the agony of the strong. Bud may have suffered the less. Where is he now?
In irons, in a bay on the upper gun deck.
Well, if you are sure I can do nothing more for you, William.
You cannot save me, can you, Chaplain?
Alas, I am a humble minister of the Prince of Peace, serving in the host of Mars, the god of war. I sometimes feel as incongruous as a musket would be on the altar at Christmas.
You have been very kind to me.
I have tried my best to lead you towards true salvation, of the spirit, not the flesh, and to an understanding of our Saviour's sacrifice. And I don't deny that you have listened to me politely.
I don't understand it all, sir. I have but little schooling. But I am not afraid to die.
Well, mayhap innocence is an even better thing than religion wherewith to go to judgment. God bless you, my son.
Good of the chaplain to enter a lone bay, and down on his marrow bones hear and pray for the likes just of me, Billy Budd. But look, through the port comes the moonshine astray. It tips the guard's cutlass and silvers this nook, but 'twill die in the dawning of Billy's last day. Pendant pearl from the yardarm end, like the eardrop I gave Bristol Molly. Oh, 'tis me, not the sentence they'll suspend. Aye, all is up, and I must up too. Early in the morning, aloft from a low. On an empty stomach now, never it would do. They'll give me a nibble, bit of biscuit ere I go. Sure a messmate will reach me the last parting cup. But turning heads away from the hoist and the belay, heaven knows who will have the running of me up. But aren't it all sham? A blur's in my eyes, it is dreaming that I am. All adrift to go, the drum roll to grog and Billy never know. But Dansker, he has promised to stand by the plank, so I'll shake a friendly hand ere I sink. But no, it is dead then I'll be, come to think. I remember Taff the Welshman when he sank, in his cheek it was like the budding pink. But me, they'll lash me in hammock, drop me deep. Fathoms down, how I'll dream, fast asleep. I feel it stealing now. Sentry, are you there? Just ease these derbies at the wrist and roll me over fair. I am sleepy, and the oozy weeds about me twist.
Sir? Sir?
Huh?
You have sat by the window so long without speaking.
Watching the constellations, boy. And see now, alas, like the prophet in the chariot, disappearing in heaven, and dropping his mantle to Elisha, the withdrawing night transfers its pale robe to the peeping day. Give me my mantle, too. 'Tis time.
Sir?
Thank you. You stay, lad. Spare your young eyes this dismal sight.
It's 4 o'clock.
All hands on deck to witness punishment!
All hands on deck
Bring
to
up the
witness
prisoner.
punishment!
He's coming now, sir. With the chap.
Pull the hemp about his neck.
God bless Captain Veer!
God bless Captain Veer! String him up.
God bless Captain Veer. Delivered Albert in the clear melody of a singing bird on the point of launching from the twig. And they all echoed him, though at that instant Billy alone must have been in their thoughts. And at that very same moment, Albert, the vapoury fleece hanging low in the east was shot through with a soft glory, as of the fleece of the Lamb of God, seen in mystical vision. And Billy, ascending, took the full rose of the dawn. I was wrong, boy. You could have been there. Should have been there.
He hung there motionless, like a figurehead. No twitching, no spasm. Motionless as a statue. He died like the Greek god he lived.
What testimony to the force lodged in willpower.
Oh, your pardon, Mr. Purser. In a hanging scientifically conducted, and I myself directed, Buds, any movement following the completed suspension indicates mechanical spasm in the muscular system. But its absence is no more attributable to willpower, as you call it, than to horsepower, begging your pardon.
But this muscular spasm you speak of, is not that more or less invariable in these cases?
Assuredly so, Mr. Purser.
Well, how then, my good sir, do you account for its absence in this instance?
Mr. Purser, it is clear that your sense of the singularity of this matter equals not mine. You account for it by what you call willpower, a term not yet included in the lexicon of science. For me, I do not, with my present knowledge, pretend to account for it at all. Even should one assume the hypothesis that, at the first touch of the halyards, the action of Bud's heart, intensified by extraordinary emotion at its climax, abruptly stopped. Much like a watch, when in carelessly winding it up, you strain at the finish, thus snapping the chain. Even under that hypothesis, how account for the phenomenon that followed?
You admit, then, that the absence of spasmodic movement was phenomenal?
It was phenomenal, Lieutenant Ratcliffe, in the sense that it was an appearance, the cause of which is not to be immediately assigned.
But tell me, my dear sir, was the man's death affected by the halter, or was it a species of euthanasia?
Euthanasia, Mr. Purser, is something like your willpower. I doubt its authenticity as a scientific term, begging your pardon again. It is at once imaginative and metaphysical, in short, Greek. But there is a case in the sickbay that I do not care to leave to my assistants. beg your pardon, but excuse me.
I think he is as touched as you or I by the strangeness, but loath to admit it.
How does Captain Vere bear up?
Like a man woken after deep sleep. His eyes reflect mysteries.
Enemy sail, sir.
Give me the glass, Mr. Wilkes. Aha. At the east.
Sir?
The vessel is called the Atheist, Mr. Wilkes. A line of battle ship, formerly, if memory serves me, named the St. Louis. Thus they proclaim their infidel audacity. We will engage, full sail, and man the guns.
Aye, aye, sir.
The order is full sail and man the guns!
Full sail and man the guns!
Action at last. How Billy would have loved it.
The ship is a greyer place without him. Damsky, what did you make of his last words?
What bless Captain Vere? What should I make of them? Or the fact that we echoed them? Every man jack of us.
Aye. That was strange.
It was what Billy wanted. That's what I make of them. We did his bidding. There was a holy power in it. Oh, she's firing at us! Now we shall see something!
Put her alongside to board, Mr. Wilkes.
Put alongside and prepare to board!
On, men! I'm with you!
The captain is down! Captain Vere is hurt!
Get him to the surgeon. Quickly! Two of you! You two! Lift him! Lift the captain! Gently! I will assume command. Disengage! Beat retreat! Captain Vere is hurt! Helmsman, put her about!
Put her about, Helmsman!
That's the godless bullet. We shall hardly staunch the bleeding. It has penetrated too deep. Ah! Radcliffe, are we free of that damned atheist?
Aye, we've shown her a clean pair of heels. Till next time. How is it with her?
'Tis a mortal one, I fear. He's going fast. He's trying to say something. Bend your ear to his lips.
What is it, sir? What is it? Is there anything I can do for you? Sir? Sir?
Billy Budd. Billy Budd.
That's how it truly was. How, I wonder, does it end with you there, in your news from the Mediterranean?
The criminal paid the penalty of his crime. The promptitude of the punishment proved salutary throughout the fleet. No further word of mutiny is heard. Nothing amiss is now apprehended aboard HMS Indomitable.
Everything is, for a season, remarkable in navies. Any tangible object associated with some striking incident is converted into a monument. The spar from which the foretopman was suspended was for some few years kept trace of by the bluejackets. They marked its passage from ship to dockyard, and again from dockyard to ship, still pursuing it even when at last reduced to a mere boom. To them, a chip of it was as a piece of the cross. Ignorant though they were of the true facts of the happening, and not thinking but that the penalty was unavoidable, For all that, they instinctively felt that Billy was a sort of man as incapable of mutiny as of wilful murder. They recalled the fresh young image of the handsome sailor. That face, never deformed by a sneer, or subtler vile freak of the heart within.
Paul Schofield was Captain Vere in John Harrison's dramatisation of Billy Budd, Sailor, by Herman Melville. Charles Simpson was Billy, Matthew Morgan, Claggart, and Timothy Bentinck, Ratcliffe. Other parts were played by Richard Pearce, Keith Drinkle, Nicholas Bolton, Ian Masters, David Jarvis, and Brian Parr. The fiddler was Ellie Osborne. Technical presentation was by David Thomas and Ian Watts. That was a peer production directed by John Tiedemann for BBC Radio 3.